Oh, it's stream time. I have waited eons. Well, my clock is saying you're 4 minutes late. Yeah. Yeah, I did it for a long time. I used a piece of like cardstock or whatever. I've had it since I started painting. I've had the same palette, like dry palette. And then started like YouTubing how to be a better painter. And they're like, first off, get a wet palette. Here's how you can build one. So I built one, and then ex-girlfriend got me an actual wet palette with the sponge pad and everything for I believe, my birthday. And that thing is fantastic. Why?
Why, hello. Looky, looky, I got a fisty.
That does not sound right.
You had to take it there.
Brown chicken, brown cat.
Alright, I'm just making sure I got my things set up so that way people don't think I'm talking to myself like a crazy person.
Talk to yourself like a crazy person.
Hey man, sometimes I need expert advice.
Yeah, I know, right? Alright. So I think I'm just going to dig right into some of the fun stuff.
So it's been bothering me for a while. War. And I have to ask, are you from Florida?
No.
Okay.
I
You
told you.
sound just like my friend. Like, literally. Tone, sound, to everything. It's been effing with my head.
Nope. Not from Florida, thankfully.
Okay. I was just like, sounds really familiar.
That's my 0.
I am a true blue, born and bred Texican.
Okay. You know, I just realized you have the other screen up.
Oh my god. Oh, I do, don't I? Haha. I forgot to change that. Well, since we have it up,
May as well, right?
we'll put that over
She's
there.
done.
Now you can see Kendall, what she's doing. We can spy on her.
Doo-doom, doo-doom.
Alright. So it looks like we got some trim. Some trim action going on here. Let's see how I want to get in here with this.
That X is like so far off.
So, if it's appropriate to ask, what level is that method?
This one is level 3. With some liberties.
Makes me really curious what level 4 is, because I don't think you've streamed one yet since I started watching.
Nope. Level 4, I just started offering that like right before you hit us up. Like normally like freehand stuff would be level 4. He also caught me when I was still offering it with my level 3. That's why I'm doing a little bit of it. But it won't be to the detail as a level 4 would be. Basically with level 4 is like I do every nook and cranny until my eyes bleed. Like I'm basically trying to. What's that?
I can't wait to see that on stream.
Yeah.
I think the Celestine, is she 3 or 4?
She is 3. Technically, the only one that I've done at 4 so far lately, since I started offering it, was that Imperial Fist. I forgot what his name is.
Or Garrodon.
Or Garrodon.
But the fun part of that is like.
I said it first, Ken.
What's that?
I said it first.
The thing about that one though is one thing I noticed, it's time for us to get a better photo camera because it didn't capture all the detail. But the camera we have isn't exactly the best for photos. And right now I unfortunately do not have the money to spend a couple grand on the camera that I would like to have for the shop. But at some point I'm going to have to pull that trigger.
Yeah, my iPhone does pretty good most of the time, but I'm not nearly big enough to justify a camera either, so I just do my friend's crap right now.
Yeah. That's the way I look at it is I'll justify it when there's enough work to justify it. Which we're pretty damn close to that. This is like one of the most painstaking parts right here. Just trying to get this as straight as possible because with that airbrush contrast I did on this cloak, even though the camera doesn't really show it that much, that is a pain in the ass to fix.
Yeah, I ran into that. I tried to do a barrel burn and a plasma glow effect on the Redemptor's plasma cannon. And I'm not the best airbrusher in the world. I need some more experience with it. And so I did the barrel burn first because it was like the plasma glow would be the more forefront effect there. So I did the barrel burn, and then in my really crappy airbrushing, I kind of hurt the barrel burn with the plasma glow, and there was no way to really go back and fix it.
Yep. So it's like at that point, it's like, well, what the fuck do I do? Do I just stop where I'm at? Call it a loss? Try to figure out some magical way to fix it? Do I start over? It's like, god damn it.
I just ultimately opted to leave it alone for me because it was on the literal last color of the plasma glow, and I only have one airbrush, so it was like, do a color, mix in a little bit more to get to the next step, clean the airbrush, do another color, and I did like a 6-step plasma glow, and I was like, I'm not doing that again.
It's just not worth it at a certain point. Alright, so this got little triangles pointing up here and there.
Yeah, we got higher tech.
Now, is it really higher tech or just more tech?
More tech. Alright, that's better. I mean, technically it's the same amount of tech, it just got moved around.
That's right. Where's my Sammy?
You gonna be joining us today on chat, Chuck?
Never thought I'd say this, but I definitely prefer the easy to build Inceptors over the not easy to build Inceptors.
Yeah. Especially with how many that you're throwing together, I don't blame you. One bit.
To be fair, it's 3 easy to build Inceptors and then 6 not easy to build.
I just realized how fun that is gonna be able to ship.
Oh, yeah.
No, not really. It's honestly kind of a nightmare. I'm scared.
I believe in you.
Don't like it.
What don't you like?
Not big enough.
What's not big enough?
If you have to ask, that tells me they're not big enough.
It's
I'm not
the
watching your stream, so I don't know. Like, I'm checking
it,
chat every
it's
once in a while, but...
it's the blood drops, Kindle. The blood drops on his cape.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't notice those. They're not big enough. Though for me, they have to be, like, in my face.
How can he be a blood angel if his vampirism isn't just shoved in your face from every possible angle?
Exactly.
And I'll probably be streaming tomorrow.
Yeah,
Got
better.
my models all prepped for you guys.
I'm going to do like a half one tucked in here just because my OCD is going to make me. I swear that's half of it is just freaking OCD. I swear to God.
Not bad, not bad. Now I can tell that they're blood drops and not triangles. See, now I'm at an impasse. I wanted 6 plasma inceptors, but I wanted them with the blast shield helmets. But I don't like the one that's supposed to go on the sergeant where the shield is up and you can see his normal helmet. But they only come with 2 blast shields per box.
That's how they get you.
So do I say screw it, throw what I want out the window, build the plasmas with the not blast shields, or do I suffer and just build the bolt guns?
Sounds like you got some decisions to make.
I'm gonna build a chaplain instead.
There you go.
Just put it off till later.
Deflect, deflect, deflect. This chaplain model is probably one of my favorite models in the entire lineup. Like, hands down.
Which one?
The first Primaris chaplain that came out, the one with the hooded skull.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. That's a badass model.
Jesse, my hand hurts so bad.
Oh, I don't want to hear it right now. Do you see what I'm doing?
It has nothing to do with what I'm doing.
No. Well, maybe you should stop abusing your hand.
It's to do with the fact I scraped it against our ceiling.
Yes, happy little blood drops. That's right.
I'm trying to talk my sister into making art.
So I decided when I do like throw up a tip jar, it's gonna have little PB&Js in it.
That's fine. That's fine.
I figured it was kind of fitting. Oh, the things I do for little plastic men.
Giggity.
Giggity gig.
above it. You know, I'm kind of shocked there isn't an AdMech squad and their emblems instead of the normal AdMech symbol aren't just like a toaster surrounded by the cog. Just to be fucking ridiculous.
See, the thing with that is the whole toaster spam is entirely fanfic.
Oh yeah, that's totally brought on by, what was it, Texas Beach? Isn't that where that started?
Oh, no. Yeah, I get it. I'm saying, like, custom AdMech. Like I'm doing my honey.
I'm sure there's some out there somewhere.
Now the fun part. Under the sword. Because hindsight's 2020.
You know, you say that, and I have actually seen Jesse make toast and put peanut butter on
Peanut
it.
butter toast? Hell yeah. Were we dissing peanut butter toast already?
He said toasted PB&J.
Oh yeah, I've had those too. Those are good.
Y'all weird.
It's called that bachelor life.
Maybe it's because I've always known how to cook.
Hey, it takes an art form to make a grilled PB&J.
Take an Uncrustable and deep fry it.
Nope, that's cheap. That's a deep fried Uncrustable.
Don't say that too loud. My roommate's in the next room. She might hear you.
Uh-oh.
My ex and his friends used to do that.
Yeah, no, my roommate is a fiend for Uncrustable.
I swear, the punishment right now for happy little blood drops.
Is it really punishment? Because you're getting to do what you love.
This is true.
Still punishment. Hello.
And he's getting paid for it.
This is also true. I get paid for self-punishment.
You know, some people make big bucks doing that. Just saying.
Giggity.
Giggity gig.
Slanesh approves this message.
Not only does she approve of it, she endorses it. One happy little blood drop. Two happy little blood drops. Ah, ah, ah.
So Chuck, I got my sisters ready for tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
Do a little preview quick on the second screen.
That's going to be tomorrow night?
Yep.
Okay. Just making sure I'm not completely brain dead.
I unfortunately will not get to attend Sadness.
Okay, is that Celestine?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, again, brain dead. So,
Yes, that is Celestine.
What happens when my daughter makes me go exercise? Kills all my brain cells.
This is why IT don't exercise. We exercise our brains.
A dwarven shield maiden made it happen. So. And I do hate to say this. I admitted it to her. I do hate to say this. I feel better after working out than I did before, so.
That's usually how it goes. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit of a punishment. It hurts. But it does make you feel good.
It does. I just don't like dealing with the lunkheads at the Planet Fitness we go to. But It's cheap. It's really, really stinking close. Like I could walk to it if I really felt like it close. So
Hey, that'd be
Jack
more.
say
That'd be more exercise.
Guess
Ah.
what?
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 Chicken butt.
The Rackham.
But she's staring at me like I'm psychic. Somebody help me.
Literally the only thing left,
Because I'm not
100% sure,
Is her smoke?
is her smoke,
And then mine are
then mine are done.
Sweet. Sweet Jeebus. Sweet Jeebus.
So
So I'll add her to your thing
just
for the smoke.
Otherwise,
She's done.
High five.
High five.
On
On to next project.
I think that deserves a sandwich.
Yes, it does. Now feed me.
That didn't go according to plan.
So next on my agenda are some Power
Go,
Rangers.
go, Power Rangers.
I'll probably work on my stuff for the rest of the night, but just as a little. That's what I'm working on.
Alright, so we need to
Tomorrow.
pre-plan this line right here.
He's very sober at the moment.
Who's very sober?
My bug-looking guys.
Yeah, even I'm not exactly sure what that was. It looked like a Klingon with a bat lift.
I mean,
It did.
I can't say that
mean,
you're wrong.
I can't remember the hell their name is.
This is why when I was sent to many moons ago when I was an angry young man, my boss decided I needed to go to anger management, and they sent me to a psychologist at a local hospital, and after 3 times he said, "Get out, I'll sign whatever paperwork is necessary."
just be done.
Yeah.
Alright, now this is the part that I hate painting. Like the folds when you have designs. Trying
Yes.
to, find the placement for them.
And again, I have to reiterate, this is why I send you my stuff. I look at miniatures and go, can I glob paint on them in their tabletop? Yeah. Are they troops? Yeah. Okay. Are they tanks? Yeah. Okay. Do I want them to look pretty? Yep. Send them to Jesse and Kendall.
I can't find their name because their name does not start with a G. They start with a Q. Quantrons?
No idea.
I don't even know what game it's for, so.
Power
Power
Rangers.
Rangers.
Let's see. I didn't know that was an actual game. I'm sorry. I thought we were just joking about the whole.
Oh no. No.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't keep up on my Power Rangers once I got, I don't know, past 30.
How dare you?
On.
Well, some people are schmucks like me, but.
General.
Would it offend you guys if I said I just never cared about Power Rangers? Period. Dot.
It's okay.
I didn't either.
I did when I was like 8 for, a little bit because I was 8. And that was kind of the thing. But looking back at it, I'm not exactly a fan.
Yeah, so there's the picture in chat.
If you guys are Power Rangers fans out there, I have nothing against them. Don't shoot me.
Hey, look at that picture and tell me that's not a Batwolf. Hey, it's a sawtooth Batwolf. But still.
All right.
12 of those to paint?
Couple.
Villain Pack. Villain Pack 1. Let's try them. It doesn't tell me what's in it.
probably kind of hard for you guys to see because it's hard for me to see.
So many barrels. This might have been all of these gun barrels might have been worth the $4 a month to have to build them.
But yeah, there's 12 of those and a ton of bird-looking people.
Bird looking.
All right.
Okay.
Now for all the other tiny little blood drops everywhere. Back to happy little blood drops.
Happy little drops. Well, you know, when you're a vampire, they're all happy little blood drops.
A couple of these look like they're folded in, or at least attempt to.
Anyways, back to what I was doing.
Warganon?
Painting my own shit. Possibly? Sounds familiar.
Oh no, that's a big baddie. Sorry. It's not a little baddie.
Alright. It looks like we're starting to even back out here, so we can go back to our normal scheduled broadcast here of happy little triangles.
Tenga. Or Tenga warriors.
It doesn't start with you.
Tenga.
You said it started with you.
She lied to you.
I feel
I think that's the bug
Squadron.
feature.
I feel betrayed.
Those are Quan Tron.
Quantron.
Yeah.
Well, I clicked on
Thought
the
you meant the other things. My bad.
Yeah, see, I'm just gonna go back to watching you paint happy little blood drops.
Happy blood drops.
Yeah, just do that.
I mean, honestly, it was funny because I think I watched the first season of Power Rangers because before the first season come out, my friend and Eric were up one night really stupid late, and we saw like part of a Japanese show, and it was all in Japanese with subtitles. And we watched it and went, "This is the silliest thing ever," and it was essentially Power Rangers, but the full Japanese version. So.
My.
And then like the next year or the year after, they showed up here in America as the Power Rangers, and we went, "Wait, didn't we? Or was that just a bad dream?" I'm like, no, we both had it. So, okay.
It was a drug-induced dream.
I don't know about drugs, alcohol definitely.
I mean, technically, alcohol's a drug.
I mean, it's it's just clarifying, no hard drugs.
I don't know.
Again, I ask, who's got drugs?
All I know is if it's not a happy little grenade, I don't want it.
It's not a happy looking what?
Happy little grenade, I don't
That
want it.
happy little grenade.
Well, what about happy little blood drops? I mean,
I've about had my fill of happy little blood drops.
fair enough. But it's gonna look so cool.
That is true. That's a lot of happy
I
little
mean-
fucking blood drops.
You know, you have to go with the rule of cool. Hey, Iron Man's back.
Well, yeah, I finished up the Rackham. I can work on my own shit now.
Sorry, with that giant gold head, he
Oh.
is always going to be Iron Man to me from now on.
I'm perfectly okay with this. If I have people look at this and think of Robert Downey Jr., I'm perfectly okay with it.
What's your name, soldier? Sergeant Downey, sir. Call sign Iron Man.
I think he has a name now.
Oh, one of my people will have a name as soon as we get to play.
Depending if they do good or not.
My priests normally do good. I don't. My tech priests are normally pretty good. It's the rest of the troops that just fall apart.
Eventually, you guys actually may see Jesse painting one of these soon.
Yep. That you will.
Space Wolf colors,
Well,
No.
Well, yes and no.
or you're
Eventually,
going to.
Space Wolf
or-
colors.
No, we
Or
got a
you going to
commission for
vote?
one.
Okay. I thought maybe you were going to paint one for yourself, and I was curious whether it's going to be Space Wolf or Imperial Fist.
Yeah, I haven't made up my mind yet.
Fair.
Because, I mean, it's big enough, and I have enough green stuff.
Yeah, you can add your parts to him. Which they actually just released one with the actual Blood Angels insignia on their shoulder. With the Hell Blaster.
I like my Hell Blasters. I need to get them painted. Those are probably going to go to. Because I'm getting really tired of painting. Iron Hands.
Don't blame you.
Actually, I'm getting to the point where I'm getting tired of painting. But
Hitting that burnout wall.
I do, and I'm. Last time I did well. I painted a good 5 months before I hit it. Now it's just like, ugh. I think I went a good 3 weeks, and then that was it. Now assembly, I can assemble till the cows come home. Doesn't bother me a bit.
Nice.
It
But-
bothers me. So much gray.
Here you go.
Alright, I fix this.
So many little blood drops.
Now, is this for the channel or is this a commission?
This is commission.
Okay.
Basically, if it's not Space Wolf or Yellow Jacket, it's commission.
Well, I thought you were.
Imperial Fist.
There we go.
I thought you. I don't know why. I thought you were doing a Mephiston for like a video.
That was this one.
Okay.
But I ran out of time and I needed to get it done.
Okay. Again, fair enough. I would just.
But at the rate I get Mephistons, I'm not too worried about it. You got the Retributor?
No.
Who's got my Retributor?
Possibly the airbrush booth? Or Devin?
Look, can you look behind you? I'm kind of trapped.
Yeah.
Look at that big old dome on him. Alright. So for the little last bit, now I gotta do the gold trim on the black cape.
Done with all the happy little blood drops, I take it.
We're done with the happy little blood drops.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Was that your idea or the person who commissioned it?
He wanted box art, and that's what's on the box art.
Really? Well, I don't have Blood Angels, so I guess I never paid that close of attention. But still, I mean, that's cool.
He wanted strictly box art, so.
See?
Okay.
Happy little blood drops.
never ever noticed them. Huh.
Alright. So, back to lines. Who doesn't like painting lines?
Me. We've established this.
Now here's the hard part. Trying to get this spot right here. This was angled. And then up the cloak. Around the corner to Grandma's house. And for the record, I have lost my mind. I'm sure you guys are already aware of this.
Oh, I'm sorry. You meant today. I had thought that was previous.
Let me move this down so that way it actually stays where I'm painting.
Itchy nose.
That was a lot fatter than I wanted it. Oops. At least this is on black. That's easy enough to fix.
Yeah, no kidding.
Wow, that brush load just did not want to cooperate. Go from having this perfect little line to, nope, I'm going to go everywhere. So, we got a little pops out here.
Now you know everybody is sitting here diligently working.
Got very quiet.
More or less. I should set up a computer so that way you guys can watch me stream building models. It'd be like Streamception.
Streaming while watching stream. Play past the stream potato.
God.
Alright, now to find a good way to hold this so I can actually do this. I'm going to change this up just a hair. Because why not? One more blood drop.
Happy little blood drops.
Now, this was always a
Yep.
pain doing the underside.
That was an extremely happy little blood drop because he was gold.
He was a show-off blood drop.
He must be the lieutenant blood drop.
Well, I mean, he's not wearing a helmet, so...
Ugh.
One thing I giggled at when I was putting my Beyond the Gates of Antares miniatures together, some of them together, they give you enough heads that all of them can be helmeted. They give you a couple of bare ones in case, but they give you enough that every member of the squad can have a helmet. And I'm like, yes, you get it.
Nice.
See, if you think about it, technically GW does too. It's just some of their helmets are sculpted into the side of the model.
Oh yeah, because that's the perfect place to have it in the middle of a firefight. On your belt.
And on steady your head. Where it'd actually do something.
And speaking of helmet on the belt, it made me laugh last night, Jesse, when I was looking at the email, and
Yeah?
just the one intercessor. I'm just like,
Yeah. Yeah, I had a pretty good
Wait.
laugh at that when we were doing that. I was looking at it, it was just like, what was like, what, 30 intercessors, or 29 intercessors, and just one intercessor by himself.
oh, it's 30
Why was there
intercessors.
one by himself?
He's special.
It's 30 intercessors because I have built and painted 4 in a squad, so I'm having you finish off the squad. So it's 30 intercessors, and then just the one random intercessor that's a higher level.
Nice. Is this
But,
for the one that he did for you? What was it like last night?
Yeah. The paperwork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted
Yeah,
to
'cause-
know if I was thinking about the same order.
Yeah, because I made the decision. I was like, I could send half my army and get them done, but if I ever want to play with any more of my army,
You're gonna have to get them
it
done
would be
too.
mixed and painted and plastic. So I might as well just send them all at the same time and just call it a day.
You have to worry about it. Alright, let's see here. Some blood. Yes. Yes, blood. Okay. Because
Blood
what
for the blood
is
gods.
Blood Angel without his blood?
Skulls for the skull throne.
But yeah, the particular specialness on that one intercessor, my fluff behind him is he's a veteran that's returned to the chapter from the Death Watch. So he's a sergeant, and he's got his right shoulder pad as a Death Watch shoulder pad. I also used the cybernetic arm. Mr. Iron Hands will appreciate this for the from the Indomitus kit to give him his right arm essentially was blown off, but then this is also the sculpt that has the helmet attached to the belt. Well, I don't like that. I hate that. I hate that models are sculpted without their helmets. It irritates me. So I took a drill and a scalpel to it and drilled a hole through it basically. And I'm going to see if Jesse can paint that up as a Death Watch helmet. And essentially, I'm thinking that that's going to be a memento from the guy from his Death Watch squad that saved him, and so he doesn't go into battle without his buddy's helmet.
Aww.
It's actually pretty cool.
And the hole you're drilling, is it gonna be like a bullet hole?
Yeah, I drilled basically an entry hole and then an even bigger exit hole on the other side of the helmet.
So it blew through.
It blew his brains out.
Yeah.
Come on.
And then did an arm swap on his left arm, and he's got a power fist. So
It's like, How much did that helmet really help him? Just have to throw that out there.
How much what?
How much did
How
that
much did
helmet
that
really
helmet-
help him?
Well, I'm gonna say that was like a really big round, you know.
Yeah, I know. I just thought it was funny because we were sitting there talking about not having helmets, and then we turned around to talking about adding a helmet with a bullet hole through it. It's like, well, you see.
What had happened was it was an autocannon round. There, I fixed it.
Oh, yeah, that would do it. That should do it.
Strength 7. Strength 7.
Little bit of blood.
For the Emperor.
What's up, Josh? Hope you're enjoying your mini there, buddy.
What?
Kendall's so confused.
My chat.
I am.
I am.
Oh, probably through.
Oh,
Facebook,
probably through Facebook.
Maybe.
Maybe.
No, it was Discord. Or not Discord. Twitchity, Twitch land.
What the frick?
Yep,
Mine's
we broke
either-
her.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, Josh? Hey, I'm glad you found me too, buddy. I've been thinking about taking down that Etsy for a while, but every time I do, it's like I go to pull the trigger, somebody's like, hey, can you paint this for me? I'm like, well, I guess I'll keep it up.
See,
Alright.
you got me because your hands invaded my my Facebook.
My hands. My hands are stalking you in your sleep, man.
Oh Lord, they're coming.
How you liking him so
How you
far?
liking him so far?
Alright. Now for some little bit of white. Just to create that nice barrier between that black and red. Come on.
I'm glad.
I'm glad.
Me too. Okay. I now remember why I do not use my 000 on white.
Because you can't.
Dries too damn fast.
We kind of have a slight web for blood angels in this house. Even if Jesse despises red.
I do not despise red. It's kind of hard to despise when like every model I touch ends up having some type of red on it.
Which is why you despise it.
I only despise it when I get it in large doses. Well, that's for any color. I'm like a kid with a coloring book. I want to use all the crayons.
Familiar, blah, blah, words. Damn it. Familiarity breeds contempt.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Have fun with your D&D.
Have fun with your D&D game.
Yeah, have fun, man. I should be wrapping this guy up tonight, so he'll be shipping out here in the next day or so for you. Thanks, Josh. Have a good one, man. See, it's guys like you, Josh, you know, Peyton, all you guys, my clientele and my friends that keep me pumped to keep doing this. Like, I feel I'm like a kid in a candy shop when you guys are like, "Oh, that's amazing!" I'm like, yes. All right, we have happy blood. Now I gotta fix my gold, which should be already on my palette. A little bit clean up there. Alright. So, let's see here. What do we got next? We still need to do his power sword. Still need to do that plasma core. Core on the plasma pistol there. I should probably make that design on the back too. Because that cape just looks like it needs a little bit more. But I want to work with plasma. You can't stop me. I've already basically laid the groundwork. I need that. Where is my royal blue?
Is Jesse's stream freezing up for you guys?
Yeah.
This one's okay, so it's not just me.
Man, that's what I should put in the budget. A new computer.
I wasn't sure if it was on my side or your side, so I was just going to.
I wonder if it's getting angry at the fact I got double cameras going.
You can take mine off if you want.
Oh no, we're gonna make yours the main.
Everyone wanted to watch you tonight.
They are watching me.
But happy little blood drops.
Happy little blood drops.
Happy little power sword. Okay, happy big power sword.
Yeah, that is a pretty big power sword.
Yeah, I mean, considering he's Primaris, you know, that's most
Taller
of the
than
size
person.
of a normal human, yeah.
I mean, it didn't stop any of these other guys. My Primaris captain's got one that's barely longer than his arm.
Yeah, you're like really freezing up.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me, and these fans are going full bore.
Old PC.
But I mean, you know, you have to have a giant power sword when you're the head of the Order of Dracul. I mean, Blood Angels. Dracul.
Draculio.
Too bad he's not the leader of the Blood Angels.
I didn't say the leader. I said the head of the
I
Order.
know.
He could be many, many orders in the Blood Angel.
As soon as you said that, I'm like, okay, yeah. I thought you said leader of the Blood Angels. I was like, that's Dante.
No.
What's
No,
that
I
make
will-
Golden Boy angry now?
Pretty boy.
Dante's already angry because Bjorn's older than him.
This is true. It's really of who can live the longest.
The only person that can walk up to him and go, "Hey, boy."
No, there's another one now. who just returned. Gulliman. You can also call him boy if you really wanted to.
I
Coleman
don't
can
count.
call anybody. He can call anybody peasant if he wanted to.
Yeah, exactly.
See, the difference with that one, Kendall, is Gilliman is a Primarch. They're inherently like on a
Touche.
different tier. Bjorn and Dante, there's no real difference to where they started.
Right.
Yeah.
Like Space Marines, that's why they call them father. They're basically like children to the Primarchs. Sit there, walk up, pat him on the head. That'll do, boy. That'll do.
That'll do, donkey. It's so
Did you just
angry.
say-
What?
See, you say that, and I'm sitting here, I'm looking at the stats for my stream, and I haven't had one drop packet at all.
I'm spending more time with the spinning wheel of death than I'm not.
Yeah. Same.
Alright. Well, not much I can do about it right now. I guess we'll just have to suffer through it tonight. Probably something going on with the internet or something then.
Well, at least drop my camera. Maybe that'll help it a little bit.
Okay. And goodbye, Kendall.
Goodbye.
You're still here in spirit and voice.
And still painting, yeah.
But I won't get to see Iron Man now.
Well, I'm sure you'll see him soon enough. I have to do it. Especially since I did not contrast this cloak. It needs a little more on the outside instead of just black. And this is something else you'll learn about me, War. I tend to go above and beyond even what I say I'm going to do normally. Just because I'm a glutton for punishment.
He's not just a glutton for punishment. He's a little crazy.
I'm the exact same way though. Like, I have a certain tier, and I personally don't think that I could do like a level 1, level 2 kind of thing because I couldn't let myself do that, you know?
True. Like, honestly, like, since we've been in the studio, we've only done maybe like 9 models at level 1, period. But then, I mean, most people can do basic level 1, you know. Level 2, start getting to that spot where people have troubles. So, I mean, if you're going to pay somebody to paint, you're not really going to pay for level 1. But we offer that in case, you know, somebody's got like a big army or stuff like that, and they just have some Gretchens or something, you know, some cannon fodder that they really don't care about, that they just want done
But
quick.
want everything to match. So it's at least the same color.
But I won't lie, that's usually when I look like, hey Kendall, hey Devin, here you go.
Yeah, like I've said before, I deal with the 1s and 2s.
Well, that's
No,
also because I'm
some
still teaching
threes.
it though too.
Yeah.
And Chuck hasn't murdered yet, so
Hey, wait a minute. I was gonna say, wait, how did I get drug into this?
it was just a matter of time.
I mean, I'm just sitting here quietly, minding my own business.
That's the problem. You've been sitting there too quietly.
Just a guy with a boomerang. I never asked for all the magic and the flying and the
What?
Avatar: The Last Airbender, Sokka.
Oh, I got you.
He's like the one and only person, well, not the one and only person, but like one of the main characters who doesn't have any type of bending or magic stuff or anything going on. So
I've seen it. It's just,
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't correlate the two.
that's, I think that's episode 1 or 2 where he's on Sokka's ship and they've captured the Airbender and his sister water bends and like traps his feet. You know, and then she does it the other way, and she runs past and goes, "Come on, Sokka, we need to get out of here." And he's just hammering away at the ice with his boomerang, grumbling to himself. Just a guy with a boomerang. I didn't ask for all the magic and the flying. That's what I mutter to myself when I get irritated at work. I'm just a guy with a keyboard and a mouse. I didn't ask for all the problems, all the IT issues, all the stupidity.
But Chuck, did you really?
No, I didn't. I promise. I looked at I looked at my I looked at my work's statement of whatever their mission statement, and then I looked at my job description. And there's nothing about dealing with stupid people in there. I checked.
Oops.
Because I was really getting irritated with stupid people today.
Oh, fun.
I got to deal with Microsoft decided to break Outlook today.
Yeah, I heard that.
Well, usually I would have like a massive wave of phone calls, right? Because like 90% of all my clients fucking use Outlook. No.
Yep.
I'm in the process of setting up, 5 brand new machines for our treasury department here. And all of a sudden, we get Outlook set up, we're dealing with all that, and we pull it up just to make sure that, email are importing correctly, just your usual routine stuff. And then I noticed, I was like, hey, why can I see the email header, but there's no body to these emails? So I went through like 30 emails just to make sure that wasn't going crazy. I was like, okay, great. So I proceeded for like the next 2 hours, making sure all the add-ons were turned off in Outlook, just the whole 9 yards, any plugins, making sure I didn't install something that was breaking something, because that was the first I heard of it, so I wasn't like thinking Microsoft broke, because if it did, I would have heard it from somebody else by now, especially, hundreds of other clientele, somebody should bound to call me if, it was Microsoft related. I mean, my Outlook was working, everybody in my building was working. So I was sitting there banging away for 2 hours, and then like half an hour towards the end of the day, somebody calls and says, hey, did you see what's going on with the Outlook? My Outlook's not working. And then he described it to me. I was like, son of a bitch. Then I Googled it, and it was right on Microsoft page, and I was like, son of a bitch. Well, there goes a couple hours for nothing.
Yeah, I was actually surprised because our Exchange admin pinged me and said, hey, you may have problems with Microsoft. If you do, we're working on it. Oh, okay.
Our favorite line. We're working on it.
Well, I replied back to him like, well, thanks for telling me before I get flooded with phone calls,
Yeah,
because
no
that's
joke.
not the norm. It's like, jerk. So,
I make sandwiches.
Yeah?
you're my hero then.
Me too. Because I need a sandwich.
Trying to take my job.
Did you just say he's trying to take your job?
What? No.
She thinks I didn't hear her.
I mean,
She thinks I don't listen.
I don't need a sandwich because, we went to the gym and then had this giant turkey and potato and stuffing dinner, but I'm gonna need one tomorrow.
Hey, Jesse.
Are you cutting in on my sandwich territory, Chuck?
He has
Hey.
shoulder pads.
Maybe.
He does. Alright, Chuck. There's only one way to finish this.
Rock, paper, scissors.
No, we're going to see who can eat the most PB&Js.
Probably you. Now, I have noticed that since all of my meds are actually working and balanced now, I don't eat as much. Like, even tonight, my wife's like, oh, we'll take more. I'm like, no, I'm full. She's like, what?
Talking to the man that can finish an entire large pepperoni pizza by himself. I've never seen anyone besides my father
please.
eat
Large?
that much.
Oh,
Please.
yeah. Okay,
That's
I
chunk.
can still do that. I can do one now. I used to be able to do two. Granted, I was miserable and slept for like the next 3 hours.
But it was glorious.
it was worth it.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So we got
Okay,
that.
okay.
We got that. We got his decoration, his gold trim on. We got all his little happy blood drops everywhere. Filled his vials full of bloody goodness. That just leaves the power sword.
Yay.
All right. So let's see how they did this. Looks like they did a little bit of glazing. You know, once in a while, Heavy Metal Studios surprises me on how they glaze something. Now I gotta take a minute and analyze it to figure out how they did it.
You know that old saying, even a blind squirrel finds a
With
nut
magic.
occasionally.
Kind of looks like they did it afterwards. Alright, this should be entertaining.
Well, that is why we are all tuned in for entertainment.
Tuned in. Passive aggressive sass. Brought to you by Chalk.
I'm sorry, I didn't know it was passive. I'll work on that.
Alright, so let's get these rigged up here first.
Very nice Soul Blight Gravelord proxy from Oseberg 2. That just makes me giggle.
I'm gonna fill these out just a hair. Got a nice
No
little
idea what that's from.
The Soul Blight Gravelords are the newest ones that I think are up for pre-order this week.
Ah,
They're essentially what all the skellies and vampires and stuff from Curse City are going to be able to be played in Age of Sigmar 2.0, 3.0, whatever version they're bringing out.
3. We're on
Have
it.
out.
We're releasing edition.
Okay. Honestly, I checked out the Sisters last week, and that was the only thing I really watched. I mean, I caught highlights, and I'm glad the Gaunt's Ghost miniatures are back and things like that, but not many.
Sisters.
A little bit of prep
Yeah.
work.
See, I'm hoping that the Gaunt's Ghost Minis coming back and the new Cadian sprue and whatnot coming out. I'm hoping that means that there's going to be a really good model revamp for Guard and maybe some new rules for the different regiments and stuff. That'd be really cool.
It would be. And thank you. I don't know your real name, Oseberg, too, but yeah, I couldn't
Hey,
think of
Oseberg.
Vampire Lords
Nice to see you, bud.
for the life of me. But yes, it's
Okay.
Age of Sigmar, Vampire Lords. So
think. Pretty sure that's Trevor, who you spoke to earlier.
I did. And if it is Trevor,
I'm excited for that model.
He's sending us a big old shiny.
cool. You got to paint it on screen.
Yes.
If I
Yes.
could fit it on the screen.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, if he can fit it.
If-
Yeah, it can't be
a
much
little bit
bigger
bigger
than that
than number.
intercessor.
It is.
It is.
Okay, so it is Trev. So Trev, this is Chuck, by the way.
Okay. So
I'm not a
Yes,
big
you're
it. Yes, CSR 556, whatever. I'm not a big fantasy player. The only fantasy I have ever played, honestly, is Mordheim. I've never played Age of Sigmar, never played the Old World, never played Kings of War, anything like that. And I don't know why. I think the armies are cool. I've read the Frostgrave book, like the idea of Frostgrave, because it's a lot like Mordheim, but I'm just a sci-fi guy. I don't know why. But yes.
Because you're a
And
Is it 9 by 5 by 8?
9 by 5 by
On the
8.
page it says 11 inches.
They lied to me.
But yeah, Trev, I didn't see the 3 Days of Rage. I'm an AdMech player, and I've actually stopped going to the AdMech Reddit page because of all the salt that's going on right now because the AdMech were supposed to come out when the week GW, or they were supposed to be pre-order the week GW said we're shutting everything down, and then they went from having that preview and then straight into like more Age of Sigmar stuff. So I mean, I don't care. But yeah, that, by the way, that model is big. 9 by 5 by 8.
It's fun watching Chuck's brain try and guess what this model is.
No, believe it or not, I'm not. Okay, I'm old. I admit it. Okay. When I was younger, yes, angry young man, fitted me to a T. Very impatient. Now, after 13 years of having a daughter, I've got patience in spades. So I can wait until Jesse premieres it on screen. So.
Or you can just go to the Discord and look up the information that was put in earlier.
I could, but I like being surprised. I mean, now if I know what's coming up, like when Dustin sent his Mortarion to Jesse, I knew that was coming, so I was a little impatient to see that because I knew it was there. But yeah.
Yeah, it's.
Okay.
I'm like, we've had an inquiry for that model before, and now that we have one coming in, I'm so excited.
So, but yeah, that again, I have patience, so that's why I haven't really. Will I say I'm salty that the AdMech is now? Yes, slightly, but that's a personal thing. I'm not gonna go out and on, Facebook and
Right.
all of the Twitches and everything. The Twitch streams that the poor guys. I really feel sometimes for the guys on the Twitch streams because they're just there doing their job. They have nothing to do with release schedules or anything. They're there to talk, they're there to paint, they're there to have fun, and these guys just get hammered, and I really pity them. But yeah, I'm not gonna rage. It's a miniature game. Again, I'm pushing little plastic dudes out. If my little plastic dude is a month late, okay. Not like I've been playing a lot with the Rona stuff now anyway, so. Besides, Jesse has to get a couple of models that aren't red in between, so he doesn't get sick of my model. When I
That is
get 'em.
true.
So, I mean,
And if they're
I
level 2, he won't get sick of your models. I
well,
will.
I mean, not this is true. But, I do like Jesse, and I do not want him to have a mental breakdown every time he sees a red miniature.
Too late. It's too late.
The
No, I'm
PTSD
good.
is coming up.
Oh, they're all worried about your mental health, but Kendall, nah, she's fine.
It should be fine.
Hey, we figure if you can put up with Jesse, you're good.
You don't need
Exactly.
no mental health.
Yeah, I won't lie. That takes some mental fortitude right there.
It's not in the Discord. I believe it's not the same model that he showed earlier. If that's what you're talking about.
Okay, well then I have no idea. And yes, it is war in the voice chat.
We declared war.
About time.
I missed it.
So
I didn't even have a chance to get my little banner raised. Rats.
Giggity?
Orgasm. Get your mind out of the gutter.
If my mind didn't live in the gutter, it would be homeless. So no.
Okay, fair enough.
There's a reason Emperor's Children are my first army.
that was the noise of disappointment.
No, it wasn't. It was a noise of understanding and acceptance. I get it.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi.
When'd
When'd
you get home?
you get home?
70 years.
how much I'm paying attention.
That's probably where I'm gonna have to call this dude.
Oh, it's 9 o'clock.
Well, not even top of that. I've pushed my level 3. If I keep going, I'm gonna start pushing into level 4.
Okay.
But the real question is that inquiring minds want to know: will your OCD let you?
Chuck, I almost had it. Almost had it. You just had to bring it up. No.
You know, I think I've
I'm
had
putting it down. I'm putting it down, Chuck.
I think I've
Yeah.
had it with you.
There you go. Good,
See?
good boy, Jesse.
See, I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm putting it down. Here, I'll even do one better. Hey, Kendall,
Well, wait.
take this Mephiston. Prep his base
Yeah.
and get him ready for pictures.
Get it away from him before he starts working on it again.
Thank you, Ben.
Quick.
Already did.
That almost ended up perfectly. Okay, well, I guess that way tomorrow. I'll be working on these on the secondary desk. I'll be taking some of these elf fairy boys. If I can grab one that's done. Ish. Oh, one just committed Harry Carry. I'm just getting these
Harry
finished up.
Carey.
You sure about that, or did one of the space wolves take a pot shot at him?
I mean, they are on the same shelf, so it's a good possibility.
I know. I saw that picture earlier.
Of course, above them is more Blood Angels, so it could have went either way.
Ooh, and they're Primaris ones too. I guess I didn't look at them close enough earlier.
Yep.
I like that. I just need to know one
Quick level
thing.
2.
Very nice.
I did most of it.
That she did.
And you do a very good job. I have sisters that prove it.
I'm more impressed that I did Space Wolves and Jesse approves.
These are still gloss coated. That's why they're so shiny. I gotta
Hey,
flex
Jess.
them yet.
Hey, Jesse.
Yeah.
Which one's Alfarius?
Yes.
That one.
The correct answer is yes.
Ow.
Ow.
Did you just put a bunch of them on your desk and just say that one?
Yep. I put them all back. I was like, that one.
Smartass.
Me?
I do
Smartass
like-
ever.
I do like that model. I have to say.
Which one?
The one you're holding right now, the one with the Space Wolf leader with the axe. Was it Haldor Ice Pelt or something like that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a pretty model.
Yeah. The first true Space Wolf Primaris model.
Agreed.
I don't know. We had Ragnar too. He's not bad.
No, I said the first because Haldor actually
first.
came out in
Spear?
Tooth and Claw.
Tooth and Claw, yeah. Yep.
Tooth and Claw, because it was Space Wolves against Gene Stealer Cult.
Yep.
Yeah, old box set. That's why I said first. I didn't say only. I said first because I will agree, Ragnar is a beast, both his model and his stats. So
I didn't know about the tooth and claw thing. The kill team box, right?
no, it's
It was,
actually
like a
it-
starter box.
yeah, it was one of their 2-player starter boxes that came out. It was one of the first of the first ones that had Primaris in it, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. 'Cause it was
Yeah.
basically what? Reavers and then Herald.
Reavers, Herald. I thought they had something else. I
Didn't
thought they
have
had
the
5.
Victor suit too?
I
It's
don't
been so
think-
while since I've seen that box.
I think they had Hellblasters. Hold on.
Hashtag Google time.
Yep.
That's funny because, you know, the Hellblasters don't really fit into the Space Wolves thing, but
Well, you know. Let me see.
That'd be more
Two
of a
thing-
Dark Angels thing.
It had a redemption. Or no, that's not the right thing. Never mind.
No, they had Herald, 5 Reavers, 3 Aggressors, and a Redemptor.
Okay, so I
So
was right.
it was the Redemptor, not the Invictus.
No, it was the Redemptor because he's got a plasma cannon.
And a sarcophagus. It's not a baby carrier.
Yeah, it's enclosed.
A
It's
baby
it's
carrier.
it,
That
it's not a
cracks me
roll
up every
cage.
time I hear it.
It's not a roll cage. Again, and that's what kills me is they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like it looks like 8 Gene Stealers and then 3, 6, 9. Some like 6 or so regular Gene Stealer cultists. 5 or 6 aberrants and their boss. And I'm looking at that and then looking at the Space Wolves going. And what are they going to do after? What are the Space Wolves going to do after that? Especially with a Redemptor.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, a Redemptor and 3 Aggressors with Boltstorm.
The big guns.
No,
They
those are
did?
the Flamestorm. Those are the Flamestorm gauntlets.
Are they?
See,
Oh, you are right.
Yeah.
You are correct.
the thing that surprised me is like
Sorry.
when they were releasing these, Space Wolf boxes, that they didn't release the Assault Marine sooner. Because that would have been,
Yeah.
your prime example of a Space Wolf, Bolt
Yeah,
pistol
but-
chainsword. You don't really get
Well-
more Space Wolfy than that.
You don't. And it's weird. It looks like it actually has 3 regular intercessors, 2 Reavers, and then Herald.
Yeah, so it's basically, it sounds like they took most of the minis that were in that box, changed out a few for the Start Collecting box,
Yeah.
which is on my
So-
desk,
which
because
is
that
on my
was
desk,
basically
because that
5 Reavers, Heralds, and then a pack of Intercessors and an Invictus.
Yeah, so the pick I'm looking at, it's 5 intercessors, the aggressors, Haldor, and the Redemptor. The helmets are just at a weird angle.
I didn't think okay, I see it.
And then essentially the new combat patrol for quote unquote Space Wolves is the Invictor. Some Hounds of Morkai, sorry, which is just Reavers with a Space Wolves upgrade
How's
sprue.
he looking?
And the Haldor, and I think a couple other things. It's a bad Space Wolves box in my
Yeah, you
opinion.
need to get that.
I
mean
need
I
roll
need
for
to
the
touch
edges,
a lot
yeah.
of high points
because
because of my hands.
Other than that, it looks pretty clean so far.
Yay.
How many pots of paint did you use? All of them?
None. I've been using like drops of paint.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting my hands on just him. Harold.
Right. And I
Well-
think you can. I think you
can
can.
buy him separately.
Because if you can, I'll probably end up picking up one because it would just be nice to have.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Wait a minute. Didn't you pick up a Space Wolves battle box?
Space Wolf Battle Box I picked up was Prophecy of the Wolf, and that was Ragnar. He wasn't in it.
Okay. No, I meant one of the actual patrol boxes, 500-point patrol boxes.
No, I probably
Okay.
should pick up one of those, but
Well, if you pick up the Space Wolf one, which I do agree with Wargasm that it's not a great pick of models, it has a Herald in it. Herald Ice Pelt in it.
yeah, my problem with that is I don't want to buy a box just for one mini. Now I say
Right.
that, but I bought Prophecy of the Wolf for one mini, but that was a different story.
But
So-
Jesse, you get 2 upgrade sprues too.
Oh no!
So I just looked it up. Harold's the mini from the Combat Patrol is not available individually. However, I did have some great advice from
One on
a
eBay,
GW
$20.
rep.
For how much?
$20.
$20.
I did have
Send me
some
that
great advice from GW rep. If you look at the Combat Patrol boxes and cover up the chapter name, they're good boxes.
I have to keep that in mind. I still need to finish that Prophecy of the Wolf box and my Indominus. Trying to make sure that my Shelf of Shame doesn't get too large.
I sent it to your Facebook.
I'm
People are
failing.
selling the lieutenant by himself. And there's other ones on eBay. Like there, I found another one for 19 bucks. It's just Harold. Haldor.
Haldor. Yeah, that's it. Not Harold. Haldor.
All right, gents, we are at that time for the day.
Same. I think my roommate has finished making roast chicken, so it's time to go eat.
Ooh, chicken.
Ooh. Yeah, there's a bunch of them on eBay.
Okay. So, we're going to wrap up here for tonight. Tomorrow, Kendall is going to be taking the hot seat and playing with Celestine. And I will be in the secondary chair. And hopefully by then this computer wants to act a little nicer. And then we can get that up. I'm actually setting up a format where the screen can split down the middle so you can see both desks simultaneously at the same time.
Gotcha.
So,
And yes, I know I'm a little weird for doing Celestine also as one of my bees, but of course I am.
Why?
do
wouldn't-
you?
I mean,
Because
seriously.
she's as a set squad of
Yeah.
the three of them, so they're supposed to have like their own colors, and I'm like, nope, yellow.
That's the great thing
Yeah.
about Warhammer 40k. You can paint them however you please.
Exactly. Yeah.
And if anybody ever says anything about it, you just punch them in the face.
Yep.
Like I even think I did a pretty good job on her wings.
From here, it looks good.
All right, gents. I will catch y'all next time.
Looks fine. Yep.
Hey.
We'll catch you tomorrow.
Take care. Make sure you wear the cat ears.
If Jesse can get me set up, I will.
Huh?
Bye.
All right. See you, everybody. Night, Twitch Land.
Bye.